to the Stellar Show, Fayette County TV, Channel 77, Q Colin Breeze Line with myself, Ken Philbom, the Duke, and his return, the Stellar's Collectible Shop in the Uniontown Mall owner, Victor Mullick.
From the ashes of the flu, pneumonia, whatever it was, I am back. I'm glad to be back here. It was a rough 2.5 weeks. If you've got that out there, I have absolutely no advice on how to get it better than to just suffer through it.
Look, I thought I had it this morning.
Miserable flu right now.
One of the only reasons I came was because I thought I had it.
Well, I might be inoculated after what I went through, but the coughing was just unbelievable. On to happier topics.
Glad to have you back.
Thank you much. April 11th and 12th here at the Uniontown Mall. We're going to have the card show. I'm going to keep hammering you guys with this each week, giving you an update. Right now, everything's set to go in the Bonton. www.stellarcollect.com is a website that has been created thanks to Rick Fike, my buddy.
Down here?
Yeah. Stellar Collect, and what you can do is buy tables without even having to deal with Bryce or I. You can just go and order them through the website.
Do it that way.
By the end of the week, hopefully, we'll have the Pack Attack tickets where you can purchase them there as well, and just come and pick them up here in the store.
All right,
enough of that stuff. Tell me about Mike Kelly.
Yeah, let's take care of the ones that are fronting us here. It's Mike Kelly Automotive isn't just about cars, it's about trust. With a wide range of vehicles and personalized service, we make your car buying experience easy and enjoyable. Come see why generations have chosen us for their automotive needs.
Boom.
All right. So we got that out of the way. We got this out of the way. Now we need to catch up on everything. So the Super Bowl. Yep. You know what? I'm going to take it a little. So follow my lead here.
Could I be worse?
Well, you could be better. Like you could have been me.
Okay, go ahead.
That's the only real deep dig.
This is the point where you are allowed to blow that horn as loud as you want.
Yeah. For the playoffs, if you go back and look, the only one I lost on was the Philly pick, which I said at the time, I'm just going to give this one to you. And then you celebrated like you won the Super Bowl on the charity that I gave you. And then now you see me.
I've had customers come in here and give me crap about picking the Rams. They went all the way back and held that gun. But go ahead.
Well, that's a showrunner Adam influence there. You can
other people as well. But
not me.
Continue on. Kansas City, thanks a bunch, seriously.
But I'll say this in closing on this part of the Super Bowl conversation. I think it was a total, I went and did the math. There was like 20 different things that we picked. I was with prop bets and whatnot. So I went 13 for 7. You went 6 for 14. But you know what?
There was an accident that happened as I was cleaning to get rid of the flu virus that was in here, and I wiped that board clean so that. Well, there is a record of that, isn't there?
Oh yeah, it's documented.
Crap.
You know what? That whole
can't even lie my way out that way.
Yeah, but you know what? It's just kind of like. It's like what Franklin says, when he talked about, it's like beating Pitt and Toledo. That's like breathing. It's kind of like what it was for me, Like today's Friday. But I'll tell you what, as fun as it would be to pile on, and I could do that, but I'm going to cut that short.
No, I'll take my beating. Continue on. I will take the beating.
I had my fun because because there's another.
You remember if you go back and do the highlights from last year's Super Bowl where there was confetti and all kind of stuff going in here, might be nice to drop that in right now so I have at least a little bit of shame.
Nah, you've done that enough. But also because
that's why I'm giving you the floor.
But like I said, it's like breathing for me. It's not a big deal when I beat you because it happens all the time. It's like when you win, that's when you need the confetti because it doesn't happen that often. It's like leap year.
I've said this about fantasy football leagues. When you win a league, which I did this year,
congrats.
Be a jerk about it as much as you can because you might not catch one for another 15 years.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah, but so be the jerk.
But you know what? I'll tell you the thing that just got overlooked that we need to address before we close this segment up. How about the historic run of a 2022 Steelers draft pick at quarterback that's being, ignored locally? That's right. A 2022 Steelers. Okay.
Thank you. Important message from the Uniontown Mall.
All right.
Continue on. But you were saying something about the Steelers. Something.
Yeah, in 2022, the Steelers drafted a quarterback.
Did they?
That had a historical moment during the Super Bowl that got overlooked. Got overlooked by the locals because it doesn't feed their agenda, which is why I call them the agenda. Chris Oladokun was on the final roster for the third consecutive year at quarterback for a team that played in the Super Bowl. He has 2 rings, and that dud only has 1. So there. Anything you want to add on that?
I'm still ashamed of what happened in the Super Bowl,
enough.
but
well,
yeah.
But keep celebrating that. You know who and what I'm talking about, because
Yeah, there's
for whatever,
a group of people down somewhere around Pittsburgh somewhere that small victories.
Yeah, Saquon Barkley, a Penn State guy, carried your boy to a scrub ring.
That would be as bad as me saying out of the 14 picks that I had for the Super Bowl on the prop bet side, I got 6 of them right. Look how smart I
I will
am.
give you credit. There were 2 that were impressive, so I give credit where it's due.
The worst part of this, and I will admit this in front of everybody today, is I went into FanDuel and tried to pick the correct score and basically picked it the opposite of what it was. Yeah, I picked it for Kansas City. I missed it by like 2 points.
I was
had a
saying,
KC blowout. Had I done the Eagle thing, we're sitting in, we're on a private jet to Vegas.
Maybe
those
next
things
year.
pay. Oh, those bets.
Hey, that
are
coin
good.
was pretty good. We might have to ride it next year. We'll be back after this.
Hi, I'm Ashley with the Fayette Chamber, here today with another ribbon cut. Today we're inside the Muddy Duck, inside Roy's Pub. Let's drink up.
Welcome back to the Stellar Show, Fayette County TV, Channel 77Q, Colin Breeze, live with myself, Ken Philbaum, the Duke, and Stellar's Collectible Shop in the Uniontown Mall owner, Victor Malik, all in one breath. All right, so we need to follow up on some stuff because I need this stuff. I promised some of these packs to some kids out my way, and I just want to, some of it I'm going to try to dump on eBay and whatever. So we talked about these mystery boxes. Now, you and I talked off air briefly. This was it, like, you know, this thing here, look how big this is, and then look what all was in here.
You get the Fernando Tatis Funko offshoot, whatever you want to call
Yeah,
that.
that thing's garbage. You got anybody that wants it, they can have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I was just going to smash it or use it for. But now you're saying, like, when I initially looked at this, I wasn't impressed, but you're saying.
No, what you're getting, these pretty much are retail packs. These are from the blaster box. Most of this is blaster box stuff. On the open market, this is $5 a pack. This is probably 10, so you're getting your money back if you are just selling the packs off.
Okay, now, like.
This is a waste of time.
I know
unless you
retail.
like him.
I know retail. Those things are like 50. I picked it off much cheaper than that because someone just listed it on eBay and it had the.
Because if you look at the Aaron Judge Topps cards, you're getting 7 packs in a blaster box. You're paying $35 to $50 for those, depending on where you're buying them from.
No.
So you're getting 2 of those there. Money averages out.
Now this one was cheaper.
Was that inside that box?
No,
or
no,
that-
this was a
is-
separate box.
Okay.
But I thought this one, maybe, you know, naturally they got to throw in, there you go, Caden, have fun with those. But I thought that maybe I'm wrong. I thought this one was better.
Oh, yes. You're going back. These are 23s, 22s. You got to. That's a hanger pack of 2020 Heritage. You're getting into the Ohtani world a little bit with second and third years there. The 23s, anytime you're dealing with Bowman is, you play the minor league cards, you get 5 to 6 years. They're still Pirates, like Travis Swaggerty for some reason is still in the organization, and the way the Pirates are, they might bring him up, he might hit once in a while.
So I'll say this.
So this is a jumbo pack. That's actually really good. That's a $10 pack easily right there. And these were ones, you'll see that at Dollar General, Five Below. Those are kind of special things that they just
Which
try to
some
trick
people
you
have
into.
pulled decent things out
Yeah,
of those.
extra Bowman. This is a good
Well, I'm
box.
glad you said that.
Of the two, the smaller one is the winner.
So these normally fetch about 50 if you see them at the Targets or whatever. And honestly, for what I've seen with what I've bought and then what I've seen on YouTube, these things are a crapshoot. It's like buying a lottery ticket. Now these here, this one has been pretty consistent. And it's cheaper
the packs,
too.
You can see the packs.
Yeah.
This is way worth it.
Yeah, this one here has been, like I said, it's been more consistent and it's cheaper. So just a heads up for those that like you talked about it. Yeah, it is a good time to buy this stuff and rip it, but don't be expecting to make money or.
everyone, you'll hear stories just like
Once-
you hear somebody
yeah.
went to Nemacolin and went to Lady Luck Casino and hit for 10 grand.
But for every one person that did, 2,000 didn't.
Exactly. So somebody will pull an autograph out of one of those packs at some point and tell everybody about it. That's a great marketing scheme for them. But what they're doing is just repacking boxes that didn't sell.
So
is what they're doing.
And that's it. And it's one way to get rid of it in a fun way, kind of like those fun bags we talked about previously. But we're gonna have some fun. We got some vintage wax to get into here, just to kind of mess around with. So because we're almost in the baseball season.
Thank the Lord.
You know, spring training's up and running. So what do you know about these?
Those are like comic book cards that they made around 1980, 81.
I think, is it 81? I thought it was a little later, but go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically disgusting drawings
Yeah.
to gross you out, zombie type stuff. This was zombie stuff before zombies became popular.
Yeah, they look fun based on.
The gum looks real good too.
Yeah, we
And
ain't
it's
eating that
actually
one.
stuck to
Plus,
it.
yeah.
Kind of has a Mad Magazine
Yeah.
caricature type thing. The drawings look similar to that. I believe this was the failed thing prior to the Garbage Pail Kids.
You're right. Actually, that's you're right about the time frame then too. I think the garbage. You're right. Yeah, this did spin off the Garbage Pail. So now we got two other things we're going to open before you have some fun catching us up on the grading world. So we're going to have fun. I'm going to cut this in half, and you're going to open half, and I'm going to open half.
Nice.
We like once again to educate people on this mystery
Okay,
stuff.
this is your crap. You'll get it when you show up on probably
Yeah.
since we're filming on Friday. Caden will probably be here tomorrow.
We'll do pack attack there.
Nice.
Let's do something fun. Person that has the cards the most that ends with the letter like a vowel at the end of their name.
Okay. John Jesse Orozco, one for
You're
me.
up one.
Sabo, 2.
Oh.
Dane Orge. Oswaldo Peraza.
Geronimo Baroa.
Jeff Stone.
Really cool name.
Would have never guessed Ron Save of the Dodgers. He spent basically his whole career with the Dodgers.
Look at all this 90 Donruss crap.
That's you got it at the bottom too.
Oh, Tim Rock Reigns.
This is very similar to the Sheets packs that you guys. Bo
yeah.
Jackson,
Oh, that's actually a good pull for
Kevin
the time.
Mitchell,
Cerrone.
Mark Guthrie.
Don Slott with the Yankees.
That's a
Is he in the
Davis.
Buhner deal? You know Jay Buhner was originally a Pirate.
That I did not know.
Yeah, I come across that recently. That's
Absolute shame, Bart Giamatti, what he did to Pete Rose.
Amen. Son's
What
a
a
good actor
shame.
though. So I ended up with 4 with that ended in a vowel.
I crushed you.
Yeah, you did.
I got like 7.
Because
1, 2, 3,
Giamatti
4,
counts
5,
too.
6. Yeah, I got 7.
So there you go.
And the
Kane.
Ron Say. Okay.
We got one more
Oh,
thing
go ahead.
because you can grade this because this kind of plays into the fun we had with our Super Bowl talk. Oh, sorry if I cut your.
Yes, doesn't matter.
This is good. This is Ken Cave till my nephews figure out who they're selling this crap to because they can't find me. All right, you're gonna love this. Provided.
Dude, be careful.
Yeah,
buddy.
right. Well, he thinks everything's food. Now you mentioned you can grade stuff like this,
Yes.
so this is going to be.
Let's see what you got.
So this here is a ticket stub
Nice.
from 1966. It features Pitt versus Penn State.
Holy cow.
You know the significance of this ticket stub?
This isn't the first game, is it?
No. You're
This isn't Paterno.
you're fishing in the right pond, but I'll get you there a little quicker.
This is at Pitt State. Wow.
So 1966 was Joe Paterno's first year as head coach at Penn State. He had a career record of 23-7-1 against the Pitt Panthers, and that's his first victory.
oh,
coach.
nice.
We are.
Penn State.
Now,
No intoxicating beverages allowed in the stadium. It's
Yeah.
written on the bottom.
yeah, right. They flopped on that recently.
That has changed a whole bunch in that period since then.
So we're gonna pitch
I was
this to you.
not even 2 years before I was born.
So you know what? And I apologize for going long on all this crap because
No, you're
we
fine.
might have to break this up. But you have mentioned they do grade ticket stubs,
Yes.
and so you're going to
It's
be
a tough call to get those. They grade those harder than they grade the cards for sure.
So last year, you showed everybody, educated everybody on grading. And now you got an update to this, and I'm just going to pitch to you, and me and Duke's going to watch.
Okay, what we've got here, thanks to Malloy's Paving, he found these on Amazon. What you have here is a device that takes the old-fashioned jeweler's eye and takes it to another level. What you do with this is it has 3 phases of light in it. I don't know if you can tell. There's a blue light, a harsh light, and then off. Inside of here, the interesting part, we're going to shoot a video and you'll be able to see this. There's actually a ruler in here in millimeters and centimeters. So when you lay this over top of the ticket stub, you're going to be able to gauge the centering, top to bottom and left to right. This device changes everything about grading a card. And the thing that I'm going to explain to you, if I can
That's like a bad word with Mets fans, isn't it?
Yeah. Is the light on? There it is. Okay, so move.
Yeah, that really amplifies that.
Keep going. See, there's the.
Look, you're seeing the dust and yeah.
Let me try to move this just a little bit, Rick.
And this is, I'll
There's
hold
the
the card.
corner. So see how you can measure the centering on this? And when you do this, this will give you a record of the card. So, and the thing when you do this with these cards is you will notice chips on the card from before the top loaders were. Look at the stain right there.
Which you probably don't see.
You wouldn't see that with the naked eye.
Or dim lit room.
This card has a chip. Without that stain on it, it looks really centered. Look at the chips.
You got too many chips.
Yeah.
The centering's great. I mean, the centering probably would have got you a 10 if it was.
So now, if you were to do this let's do it with Kenny's ticket stub.
No, this thing's beat.
Yeah. And you're going to see, look at the edging on the ticket stub. This is why, guys, you're getting 2s. Look at the stain right there. You can see the cardboard on the corner. Yeah, this is why 90%, look at the big chunk that's missing out of the corner on that. This is why 90% of the cards that you send in, especially in the vintage world, shouldn't be sent in, or you should expect to get. By the way, let's do that.
I'll say
this part out.
I do want to add real quick. You said about actually grading started with vintage cards to authenticate whether they were real or not.
Yes, absolutely.
So
correct.
I mean, if you have something that's just because it might only fetch a 2 or a 3, like a Mantle 2 or a 3. Especially the 52 tops, you can get you a condo.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead.
Absolutely. This is a submission that I sent in at Bryce's show at the Washington Mall. SGC was there.
6 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good time. That's a good
So this
turnover.
is a submission of vintage cards that I sent in that my buddy Jack Malloy's Paving, friend of the show, just dropped off. They just returned. So you're seeing, like I am, the first of the grades on these. So the first card is a 1960 Dick Groat. That got a 6. That's actually a pretty good grade on it. This breaks my heart. I thought these 71 cards were going to be something special. They came back as 5.
That centering's horrible on that card.
Bob Gibson rookie as a 5. That's one of the things that everybody should pay attention to. We're finding out that people right now do not want to buy vintage cards unless they're graded. Yeah. So especially when you get to the rookies, there's a special card in here you're going to see in a couple minutes. There's a Reggie Jackson 5, Bob Gibson 5 again. These are Gibson rookies that are both 5s. Billy Williams rookie. 4 on Willie Mays. That's why you're not going to get the 7s and the 8s on these cards.
This is the one you want authenticated. Even though because it's all ripped up, that's a cool card to have, and that's cool that they authenticated it.
They gave it a 1.
That's all right. I'll take it.
So a 1 on a Nolan Ryan rookie is still a $300 card.
Exactly.
As crazy as that sounds.
I believe it.
As Rick's got a good picture of this. Nolan Ryan's name is actually ripped off the card.
Yeah, but still, you know what?
This is as bad as one can be to get a 1.
I will take that.
Mickey Mantle 5.
Oh, that's like I just said with Mantle.
2s. I got a 2 on that Mantle. 2.5 on this one.
Oh, that's
why these guys, when you guys get these vintage cards, I looked at these things pretty hard before I sent them in, and I thought 3s and 4s, maybe a 5 on some of these. A 2,
Let me
that's about
see
where
this.
you belong.
That looks good from a distance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, the Drysdale's a 5.
The bottom here, gotcha.
Here's the card that Guy came in, sold me this card, a Ken Griffey. They're even cutting the Griffey card. So what I mean by cutting is they're taking a device and they're trimming the edges to make them look good. SGC authenticated the card, but if you look right there, minimum size required.
Machine
so
shops.
Card was,
someone in a
cut.
machine shop, they could get that.
So I understand cutting the older cards, and maybe on the next show.
I don't agree with it, but yeah, I get why people did it.
Yeah. I'll show you I have a couple cards over there that are minimum size. Someone trimmed them, and it's microscopic on some of them. Babe Ruth, 1960, Fleer. This broke my heart. I thought for sure this was going to be a 9. This is the O-Pee-Chee.
Still a 7.
Mario Lemieux.
It's a good card.
It's a great card.
Yeah.
The shape on it. I didn't have this device at the time. We're going to go back through it. Some of these could be cracked. There's a Carl Yastrzemski rookie. Got a 5.5 on that.
I'm guessing on the surface is why that was a 7.
Probably.
Yeah.
Clemente is a 6.
Oh,
and
nice.
these will all be available in the store coming up in the next couple
That's
days.
a nice Bradshaw.
Yeah, Bradshaw autograph got a 10 and a 9.5. What do you get the 9.5 on? Is that the autograph?
Autos 10, card 9.5.
Yeah, Roethlisberger, Ohio Tops, rookie card, autograph, got the 8.5 on the card itself.
You got 1 of 10 here, so that makes that even cooler.
Yeah. So this is the submission I just had. You guys got to see it as it came back. I want to thank Bryce for having the SGC at the show. 6 weeks isn't a bad turnaround on that.
So you want to pick this up next week because we went a little long.
Yeah, we can continue this.
All right, we'll be back after this.
The submission was a little bigger than
No, that's cool. That's good stuff. I had fun watching that. We'll be back after this.
Hello, good morning, how you doing? Waking up, shaking yesterday's blues, yeah. Turn the TV off, it's bad news, man. Feeling fresh like a Ziploc new man. Popping like the top off a bottle and I ain't stopping, yeah. Baby, it's a brand new day. Ain't no clouds hanging over me. Something doesn't feel the same. The rest of my life gonna start today. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. The rest of my life gonna start today. Crawling up the ocean, this is evolution. Can I grow into another animal, the next level? I'm sprouting wings and I just wanna sing. Ooh, 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 ooh. In the future, now the past can't harm me. Forget about yesterday, Paul McCartney. I'm feeling like a Beatle on stage, and the whole wide world's gonna know my name. Baby, it's a brand new day. Ain't no clouds hanging over me. Something doesn't feel the same. The rest of my life gonna start today. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. The rest of my life gonna start today. The rest of my life gonna start today.
Hey, look at this crap. You believe
That's
this?
just the Sheets packs.
Just
That's
any
exactly
of
what
this
it's $7 at Sheets. This is what you get.
Yeah, right.
That's the free bin.
Yeah.
Those are free bin cards. Hey, welcome back to the Stellar Show
Yeah.
final episode.
Final episode.
Final segment.
I was going to say something happened I didn't hear.
Boy, you're tough on me. Continue on, sir.
Hey, look, it's been tough on all of us. So, you know what? Welcome back. Closing segment here with myself, Ken Philbaum, the Duke, and Stellar's Collectible Shop in the Uniontown Mall owner, Victor Mullick. And once again, I'd like to thank Mike Kelly Toyota here in Uniontown. So, March 8th, the Heart to Hope Telethon will be from 1 to 9. Tune in for that. That's a good cause. It's helped out some people that I work with without getting too long-winded
That is
on
a
that.
wonderful thing to be a part of.
And
And we
it's
thank them for having us last year. And you might see us again this year.
And it's just fun to watch.
Connorsville.
Go ahead.
Connorsville Community Center.
There you go.
Thank you.
Stop by, give some money, or watch from 1 to 9 on March 8th. So what do we got here? So you had something going on? So you want to congratulate somebody?
Oh, yes. I want to say congratulations to the St. John's Roman Catholic 6th and 7th grade basketball teams who won the championships, replicating what I did back 200 years ago when the Dinosaurs, we played against them. So it's good to have St. John's come back and do things.
Yeah,
So
good.
there's going to be a little presentation when I dig up some pictures and get some of their current pictures for that next week, maybe.
There you go.
And next week, I'm going to teach you guys how to look at minimum size requirements on shaved cards. I just don't have the stuff here today. So look forward to that next week.
Good deal. So let's see. You know what? Next couple weeks, we got a lot going on. I'm hoping to have something for next week, but I don't want to tip it yet because there's a possibility it could fall through. So we got that. And I teased it last week. So we will be taking on the NFL draft prospects. Myself, Duke, and Victor are going to run the 40-yard dash here inside the Uniontown Mall.
It's going to happen.
So, and you know what? God have pity on whatever souls do not do as good as us.
All I'm saying, at 56, on the border of 57 years old, if I hear 49999, you're never going to hear the end of it.
Yeah, you know
You're
what?
never going to hear the end of it. That will erase the disaster that happened at PNC Park.
Okay.
That was bad.
Fair enough. Speaking of PNC Park, opening day's coming up. I know showrunner Adam said he's in. You in?
Oh, there's no way I'm missing opening day.
We got the blue-white game coming up after that, which we'll have some fun with. But you got the card show. What was the dates and times?
April
on that
11th
again?
and 12th, mall hours. Pack Attack will be at 1 o'clock on Saturday, April 12th.
Fair enough. All right, man. We're going to follow up on some of this grading and all this other fun stuff we got going on the next couple of weeks. We got Rise Wrestling following us. Anything else?
On to Rise.
All right, we'll see you next week.
Chills the night.